And how is everybody doing today? Sorry about the odd time. I know that it's normally either at 7 a.m. on Thursdays or it is at 5:30. But this week is a little different. Obviously, I'm at my son's house. This is his office, him and his girlfriend, and they are graciously allowing me to scream and yell in their office versus mine for the week, as they have power. They live over the bridge. But I thought today we should talk about fucking. We should talk about the adult Happy Meal. I don't even know what to say. I'm gonna wait for people to for people to join us and say hello and everything like that first, and then we'll discuss the ridiculousness of needing an adult of society, like there being a demand, like them to even be able to sell an adult Happy Meal. It's just fucking patheticness, frankly. Smiley, how you doing? Glad to see you. Helpless Hawk, what's going on? Jane, how are you? Let's see. Ugly Jazz, Jessica, Rob, Freedom, Maria. You know, the thing is, what I would like to say, if I miss people in the comments and stuff like that, please understand, I'm on my phone. I don't have my setup. I don't have my gear. I can't pull a screen in. I can't do anything like that. I did want to check to see if I can do something, though. Give me 1 second. I did want to say, everybody, real quick, because we are for sale, but here you go. My name is Alan Roberts. I'm a best-selling weight loss author and weight loss coach. I've joined forces with the Ambrosia Collective to produce No Morbidity. It is the first of its kind, non-stimulant, non-thermogenic-based appetite suppressant made up of 4 patented ingredients at their clinically tested doses. We have put this together to help people gain control of their lifestyles, to gain people control of their... Well, that's not working well because I'm on my phone. I wish it would have been. But we are for sale at ambrosiacollective.com for probably the next day or two. And then we might have some more stock coming in again soon. Like I said, these are 4 patented ingredients. They're hard to keep in stock, and we have a very high demand for No Morbidity. So if you have not gotten yours already, I suggest you get it, and I suggest you get a couple months supply. Product 2, we are working on trademark and stuff like that right now, so I'll be able to release the name, and then I'll be doing a full video on each of the ingredients in product 2, because some of the ingredients of product 2 are just amazing. Like, I got this interesting message, about, Mark and everything like that. Like, what I find funny is, like, I'm pretty, it's pretty known that I'm not the nicest person in the world, and people are like, he's such a dick. Like, that's one of the reasons why we're, like, really good friends, I think, because, like, the last time we were together, we even kicked around the idea about having somebody just follow us around with a camera for a day and record our conversations, because our energies are very interesting together. But partnering with them business-wise is probably the best decision I've made, but also or we've made, Crystal and I, because she's actually the one that suggested it. But it's honestly, I think we're going to help more people than we possibly could have any other way. Between what Ambrosia already has in their repertoire when it comes to health and mindfulness and stuff like that, I'm not even talking about performance, because they got some great performance supplements. I'm just not a performance supplement guy, but they have some fabulous lifestyle, health-minded supplements. Like Mike Rashid came up with Mental Jewels. Holy shit. I mean, that stuff is like, why do we need Adderall again? Because, like, I have ADHD and I am able to focus like a motherfucking laser when I take Mental Jewels, like, to an incredible degree. Neurotropics are the way. It's one of the things I say all the time. If we listen to nature and ate whole foods and, like, used Ayurvedic based supplementation, which is what all supplements really based are. It's based off of ancient methodology with modern techniques applied to it. I think a huge portion, and I mean a huge portion, of society could get healthier, and instead of us just treating the illnesses that come along with poor lifestyle. If we actually focused on lifestyle, it would be a big thing. Fox, how are you? Kashina, how are you? Sherry, how are you? And King's Locks, how are you? Stephanie Villa, how are you? So this is going to be just basically Q&A and stuff like that today because, again, I cannot pull a screen in. But I don't have ADHD, but Mental Jewels gives me laser focus. It's an incredible product, like fucking incredible. Like they sent me Vita, which I take for immune support. Amazing. I mean, amazing. You know, it's the Planta protein is delicious, and I use it as a nightly like sweet treat. The African mango in Ember has amazing satiation benefits according to clinical studies. You know, and that's what I look for, is that sort of thing. I look for the science behind it all. So just truly fabulous fucking work. But get your No Morbidity at AmbrosiaCollective.com. We are stocked up for right now, but it'll probably be out by the end of if not by the end of the week. We got a lot more this time, but the demand has been a lot higher. So early next week, if you haven't gotten it, you might be out of luck for at least another 4 weeks, probably. You know. All right, Alan, have you ever asked any of these Haze people if they encourage alcoholics to keep drinking? I mean, I'm sure it's been brought up. We live in this ridiculous, childish fucking, you know, don't say anything that hurts my feelings. Too fucking bad, people. Like, at some point in time, who gives a fuck about your feelings? Like, why should I give a shit about your feelings? And here's my thing. I have dedicated my entire fucking life to try to help people get healthier. You know, like Crystal and I write books. We wake up 15, 16-hour days, talking to clients, putting out content, all this shit, writing books, you know, formulating things, reading studies. Crystal teaches live classes whenever we have internet in the fucking house, you know, whenever we have power at the house. And I just gotta be like, why are we so childish about this shit? Being fat is bad for you. Get there. I don't give a fuck. If you don't like it, I don't care. It's just true. You know, people like, it's just correlation, not causation. There's gravity, you stupid fucks. Like, why are we ignoring this? Like, if you're so fucking weak that you can't have people tell you the facts, the truth about yourself, if you are that fucking weak, you know, life's gonna suck for you, because somebody saying you're fat is a lot less damaging than what's gonna happen because you're actually fucking fat. You know, now we literally have an adult Happy Meal. So you can go get a toy. You can go buy yourself a fucking toy while gorging on super unhealthy food for you. I mean, you're fucking pathetic. You really are. You're fucking pathetic. If you indulge in this shit, you are a weak human being. Fucking this praise and almost like almost wanton like glorification of just gluttony and excess has got to fucking stop. I'm going to make a video at some point in time, probably this weekend, and I'll put it together, and then I'll have different clips or like that about things I learned in this storm, things I learned from the hurricane. One of the biggest things I learned: people are sick, fat. They don't know how to take care of themselves. Many of these people don't know how to cook. The Southwest Florida, I fucking love this area. There are so many restaurants, so many food trucks giving away free food to people. You know why they have to do that? Because people don't fucking cook. Most of these people have fucking generators at their house, or at least fucking grills in their backyard. Propane, plenty of them they all have fucking propane. You can get gasoline. I'm only right over the goddamn bridge. My son has electricity. We went to a restaurant 2 days ago, and we got some Italian food last night. You know, like, but these people are still getting free food, and what you see in line is either they are young, and most young people don't know how to cook, or they are fat as fuck. And I gotta be real, if you are fat as fuck in society, you're not doing most of your cooking normally. I mean, and if you are, you're cooking a lot of ultra processed carbohydrates. But now we're gonna have an adult Happy Meal because you need to have a toy. That's how infantile. That's how much of an infant you fucking are. That's how adolescent the people that these people think you are. They're gonna give you a fucking toy. Fucking sad. Fucking I don't even. We deserve what we get at this stage. Most of you motherfuckers would not survive a natural disaster. If all this, like, this is no shit. If the power grid would go down on the eastern United States, fat people are fucked. You guys are fucked, all of you, because you're a detriment. Like, if in a natural disaster, would you be able to help people, or would people need to help you? If people would need to help you and you're not elderly or a toddler, you're fucked. You're a pretty fucked up human being. Like, I did the quick video the other day about Tess Holliday because she got the adult Happy Meal. That's literally how I found out about it, because I hadn't been online for fucking ever, and people would send me that video fucking relentlessly. And it's her treating her depression. She's like this anorexic woman, fucking anorexic, gorging food on camera, which is something an anorexic would never fucking do. Never fucking do it. She shows herself gorging her fat ass on food all the time. By the way, Tess, get a hold of yourself. Like, you can literally watch her get less healthy in the last fucking couple months. Her skin looks poor. It's not good. Her health is starting to tumble. I believe she took a fall the other day and hurt her ankle. Surprised it didn't rip her whole fucking massive ham hock of a leg off. But the reality of it is, she's telling people, I was depressed, so I went and got a Happy Meal, and depression cured. How is that not considered eating disorder behavior? Imagine it, I was depressed, so I went to the bar and had a fucking shot of whiskey as an alcoholic. That would not be allowed on social media. I'm not saying it even shouldn't be allowed, but it would be seen for what it is. It would be seen as pathetic, weak, and fucking self-harming, because that's what it is. It's self-harming behavior. So we get these people, you're going to go give yourself a Happy Meal because that's what you fucking need, instead of taking control of your life and fucking losing 250 fucking pounds. That woman probably needs to lose somewhere around 250 fucking pounds. And she never will, because she will, as it is, I worry for this woman. I hate her. I think she's a horrible person. Everything about, if you know anything about her backstory, her anything like that, and see her interaction with people, you know she's just she is a horrible, horrible, horrible human being who only gives a fuck about herself. Right now, I checked her feed this morning. This woman is complaining that a guy she broke up with didn't take it the way she wanted, because he gave her a thumbs up. She said, I'm not really feeling it, or something like that. And he just sent her a thumbs up, and she's upset about that. What did you want him to do? Scream and yell and shit like that? As if you're a fucking catch? You're a fucking liability. At some point in time, somebody's going to need to take care of you. If you don't already, you're going to need assistance wiping your fucking ass if you keep gaining weight, Tess, and you think you're a fucking catch? I'm sorry. Was that too real for people? But you kind of lose all credibility to me about, about shit when it comes to, leave me alone about my health, or, I'm going to do what I'm going to do, or you're discriminating against me because I'm fat. If you are a detriment to society, or if you are a burden upon society because of your choices, I don't give a fuck about your feelings. You've chosen that shit. I will help you fix yourself. I will help you get there, but I will certainly not fucking pander to you. Life has pandered to you enough. People telling Tess Holliday she is actually a model has convinced her she's actually a fucking model. She's a sideshow freak. In a world where we have purple skies with unicorns riding across rainbows, shitting out glitter and giving adult Happy Meals so adults can go buy themselves toys while gorging themselves on ultra processed, highly palatable fucking processed food and get fatter. That's the world we live in right now. We live in a world where if you call somebody fat, unhealthy, or if you say somebody that is fat is unhealthy, that you are somehow fucking you're the problem, not the person gluttoning themselves into a state of societal burden. Because at this stage, if you don't give a fuck about you, okay, but let's have a very serious conversation about everything that's going on. In the last 2.5 years, we were like, all of a sudden over a bad cold, everybody fucking had to fucking hunker down and give up their fucking way of life. And when being fat and poor lifestyle choices clogs the healthcare system more than anything, the pendulum's going to swing. Like, you guys realize this, right? Like, the narrative is falling down about all this bullshit from the last 2.5 years. The facial decorations are literally facial decorations. Told you so. The fucking new cold was just that, a new fucking cold. Really high risk population consisting of elderly people and fat people, as we knew from the very beginning. And instead of telling fat people, hey, maybe you should unfucking fatten yourselves, we gave them fucking adult Happy Meals. They don't want you healthy, bitches. They don't want you motherfuckers healthy. They want you fucking sickly, and they want you fucking consuming their goods. They want you consuming. They want you weak and pathetic. They want you to need extra help when you fucking get hurt. They want you to need extra help should a natural disaster. They want you afraid of not being supported. Let me tell you something. The power grid went down where we lived. Crystal and I already had candles lit, and we didn't fucking miss a beat. I'm literally here right now instead of at my place because I wanted to talk to you motherfuckers. I'll go over to my place where, to hang out with the cats with no power for a fucking, here when I'm done, here about midday. If you cannot last a couple days cooking your own food over a fire, I mean, like, wake the fuck up, people. We're talking about some serious hard times coming because soft people make hard times, and we're an extremely soft, weak, gluttonous, sickly, pathetic, fucking almost no fucking intestinal fortitude, fucking sedentary, lazy fucking society. And the lazy thing, people get upset by that. Listen, if you do not ambulate for like an hour a day, if you literally sit down or lay down, get up, walk to your car, go to work, sit at work, drive home, sit at home. If you don't fucking functionally move a little bit, don't bitch about your fucking weight. Don't bitch about anything like that. And definitely don't bitch about people calling you fat if you get fat, because you are, in fact, fucking lazy. If you don't move for like an hour a day, I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear shit. You're saying you can't. You're saying that even with 8 hours of sleep, you're saying in 16 hours a fucking day, you can't find an hour of that shit to just fucking kind of walk around. If you can't, don't bitch about your weight. Bitch about your fucking about your consistency and your activity, because that's what it is. And I'm not saying, and here's the thing, activity is a very minuscule part of it. But if you are eating so much food that you are getting obese and you're sedentary, you are in fact lazy. If you are moving for an hour and you are eating and you're still fat, or you're getting fatter and you're actually moving and ambulating for like an hour or more a day, you're not lazy, but you certainly do have a problem with food. But if you're not moving around for like an hour a day and you're fat, consider yourself lazy. And I understand for many people, they're going to get very upset and they're going to say, like, and I'm picking the hour as an arbitrary number. So before people get all in the fucking feels and shit like that, I'm just saying, if you sit on your fucking ass and you're fat, you are lazy. Unless you have some sort of other debilitation, like that would cause you to not be able to ambulate, and then get in a fucking pool. This time of complete like fucking gluttony and overindulgence in everything, in TV, in video games, in food, in all sorts of other shit. At some point in time, are we going to realize that this isn't good for society? No, we have adult Happy Meals now. What the fuck? What the fuck? It's good. Like, you guys are going the wrong fucking direction. Like, how about grow your own fucking food at home? You know, plant a, if you have a yard, plant a fucking garden. Go out in your garden every goddamn day. What the fuck? Desert Fox, how the fuck are you? AI Adams, with Mental Jewels, do you still take a stimulant, or is it in place of the stimulant? I actually take a half of an Ember and then Mental Jewels together, unless, and that's what I use kind of a pre-workout. But I also will sometimes just take like 4 Mental Jewels when I need to sit down and seriously focus. Great question, though. Great question. Whoa, lots of fucking people. So that was my little spiel, and I'm sorry if me calling you lazy, if you felt called out by me saying that if you're obese or shit, I'm talking, even if you're of a good, healthier weight and you just fucking don't move, if you just sit all fucking day long, you're fucking lazy. I'm sorry. If that hurts your feelings, here's me not giving a fuck. It's my opinion that if you just sit down all fucking day long, you are lazy. Unless you have a fucking reason for it, you are lazy. We are animals that are meant to move. You should be able to move the fuck around. You should keep into practice of moving the fuck around, because the longer you stay sedentary, the more you're going to stay sedentary. And then it actually impacts your life negatively. You develop chronic illness and disease even when you're not fat. If you're just sedentary, being, exercise, activity is good for you. It helps produce hormones. It helps with your mood, your depression, your sleep, your metabolism. It helps fight off disease. It helps with antioxidants. It helps prevent free radicals. It helps helps prevent oxidative stress. Like, it is good for you. It is good for your joints. Your joints, by the way, like your cartilage does not have fucking direct blood flow to it. It needs to move. Like, you need to move your joints for blood flow to get to your cartilage, to keep your cartilage healthy. It's just fucking facts and shit. So if me calling you lazy pissed you off, you're fucking lazy. You're a lazy fuck. You are super fucking lazy. You are the laziest of the laziest motherfuckers. Hope that upset you. It's bad enough they're targeting kids with Happy Meals, and that's another thing too. Like, if your child eats McDonald's multiple times a week and they're like a toddler, you're a bad parent. That what I said it. You okay? You okay? Those of you that just got really, really pissed off out there, you all right? You good? You good? Good. I'll say it again. If your child eats from fast food multiple times a week and they're a toddler, you're a bad parent. And I'm not even talking like, we went and got salads, and then I didn't put the dressing on there. I'm talking if you give your child a Big Mac every fucking week and also a Whopper every fucking week, you're a fucking horrible parent. Have you thought about making a sample starter for no morbidity? No. Why? Haven't. Not even once. They're patented ingredients. They've been through human clinical testing. So no, we have not. It's $39.99. It's not. It is, as supplements go, it is one of the less. It is one of the lesser expensive ones. But no, we are not doing samples. So at all. As an adult, I could just buy a toy. No shit. Does Ember have a mood stabilizer in it? No. I guess a sample wouldn't be enough doses to get a real feel for it. I agree. I highly recommend getting a bottle and give it a full month. It has been a game changer for me. Chris Beller, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it. And that's another reason too. It does take a couple days to take effect, but I'm not like the sample thing. I don't understand. It's not like it's flavored. You know, it's not like it's not like you have to test out the flavor to see if you like it. Get a month's supply, give it a solid month try, hydrate really fucking well. If you don't like it, don't get it again. The return purchase on these is amazing. Like right now, it is like people that like the people that have bought it before are almost 100% buying it again. It's fucking crazy. It fucking works. I mean, I'm not a huge performance supplement guy because creatine, caffeine, stimulants. They do what they do. You know what I mean? You know, test boosters that don't have DHEA in them or more aren't like it's very, very hard. There's a few. PA from Ambrosia Collective seems to have very good clinical data behind it. But then there's others that help reduce down estrogen levels and stuff like that to a certain degree. But performance wise, that's a small fraction. These like the idea behind health related supplementation, which is what the field I really want to move into. I want to move our product into is health and lifestyle related supplementation. Is that your body does on no morbidity, for example, your body produces less ghrelin. You are less hungry. It actually works on the biological mechanism of it. You know, it functionally works. So there's human clinical testing on it on each of the websites for each of the patented ingredients. You can go find them. You can look for them online yourself. You can go straight to the Ambrosia Collective website and read about them. But the thing is, like a sample pack, you know, we would up for a week's worth, we would end up charging like $15, like because the smaller pack, then you have to package them. I mean, there's money caught up in each of those things. The more you diversify with that shit, the more it raises the price on the total product. We are trying to keep this under $40 with very seriously, like these are rare ingredients, you know, like, so at least two of them are very rare. KSM's not necessarily that rare, and neither is Garcitrin, but Thinogen and Slimuluna, I mean, we're contracted out for it, you know, so. Let's see. Heck yeah, go Florida, show the Southern hospitality. It's amazing. I'm so impressed down here with how many of these businesses. There's a local place in Cape Coral, and I'm not going to give you the name of it because I don't want people showing up when we go to dinner there. But it's one of our favorite restaurants, kind of all time. It's amazing, and just like every place with Southwest Florida, you can sit outside and eat. There's normally live music, and then just fabulous, great gourmet food. You know, and you can get everything from very healthy to not healthy. They've got a great shrimp and grits, which I love, and stuff like that. But their coolers went down, obviously. So they went around the truck and passed out free food. And then they just got power back. And even though the inside of their building is completely destroyed, they did a cookout to celebrate them getting power and gave away free food. Like they're giving away food to people. Now it kind of sucks because a lot of these people, like you see the lines for the free food around the fucking block, when you realize it's because a lot of these people don't even know how to take care of themselves. Like we live in a society where people don't even know how to take care of themselves, and then we give them an adult Happy Meal. Fucking pathetic. Within 60 days of an EMP solar flare that takes out our power, the estimate 60% of the U.S. would die. Yeah. I mean, when you think about it, like a lot of these people would not be like, they need medication daily. And if they miss a week of it, they die. I mean, if you're a diabetic, you should be fucking freaked the fuck out that you're a diabetic. We treat people that have lifestyle driven type 2 diabetes that they manage that they manage pharmaceutically instead of with their nutrition. What the fuck is wrong with you people? What the fuck is actually wrong? The second they start giving you medication for anything metabolic, you should get on what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, if you don't get the medication and you continue your habits the way you are, you die. You're their bitch. You like your lifestyle choices makes you their bitch. You know, they can fucking charge you whatever they want for those meds. You'll pay it. You know, like it's, I mean, people don't get it. People don't understand how fragile a lot of these people are. Cooked a bunch of stuff before Fiona, wrapped it in tinfoil, and reheated it in my wood heater when the power was out. Wasn't a problem. Great free. I mean, that's absolutely it. I have a solar oven. Like, you know, you can make it. You can dig in the ground, put the mirrors as the sun comes up, put the fucking pot in there, it cooks it. You know, I mean, like, so I could light a fire like at any given time in my house. I don't have anything on me right now, which is fucking actually rare. But oh wait, I do have a lighter in my pocket. I don't smoke. I have a lighter in my pocket. Why? Because I'm not stupid. You know? Treating depression with food isn't healthy. She needs to learn healthy coping mechanisms. She is not going to. Some of these people, we just need to accept their lost causes, but we need to see them as that. Tess Holloway is a pathetic human being. I mean, I feel bad for people that believe in her, not for her, because she's a horrible human being. Horrible human being, in my opinion, of course. But I mean, she's made her choice. She mocks so many fucking people, mocks them. How, like, her claiming to be anorexic and shoving French fries in her face, like, she was just bitching like 2 weeks ago about people talking about her eating disorder diagnosis, and then now she's jamming an adult Happy Meal in her face to treat her depression. How does that stand with people? Like, people should be fucking outraged by this. Like, so she's absolutely mocking people with anorexia, making a fucking mockery of it. It's fucking ridiculous. Toys fuck my life. I already hate hearing that the phrase adulting. It sounds as if a kid trying to pretend. It really does. McDonald's sponsored her. I would. Oh my goodness! I would imagine. Why would they not? Why would they not? Truly, that my generation has been taught to stay as childlike as with their life as possible. They act like teenagers, throw tantrums like toddlers, and expect people to let things slide like babies. Shit, that was fucking. You need to tweet that shit. That was excellent. Food addiction is still an addiction. It is, and people need to accept it, and they won't accept it until like the issue is most of the time the addiction is to processed foods too, and they just won't accept it. They won't fucking do anything about it. They need to accept it and change their lives, and they won't. It's really fucking pathetic. Really, really fucking pathetic. It's so wasteful as well. No one needs those plastic toys. Very fucking true. Also, I thought we literally needed to go to electric cars because, you know, global warming, blah blah blah. So, but no, adult happy. You know, going to pick up an adult Happy Meal in your Tesla. It's like the epitome of irony, you know. Oh yeah, it's adult sized portions. In her video, it was like a fucking suitcase of fucking food. My millennial generation grew up to be children forever. You guys really did. Fucking pathetic. She needs to lose about 180 pounds. She needs to lose about 220 pounds. I put Tess Holloway's weight over 400 pounds. She needs to lose at least. I believe she needs to lose well over 200 pounds. Well over. Her waist to height ratio is probably 1 point something. Like, she is likely more round than she is tall. That's fucking weakness. Just patheticness. Just got the notice live. Cool. Let's see here. 400 numbers that high is crazy. She would equate to 3 of me. That's the thing. I mean, I remember being younger in my teens, and I remember them introducing in WWF it was then, The Undertaker, his name is Mark Calloway. He's actually Jeff McCool, good friend of mine from Oxen Creek, is his brother-in-law, right? And I remember when they said he's 300 pounds, and people were like, oh my God, he's 300 pounds. Holy shit. Like that, because that 300-pound people were so fucking rare 20 some years ago. Like rare. 400-pound people were in the circus. They were circus fat people. A 300-pound woman was a circus fat woman. A 400-pound woman was just unthinkable. And now it's all the time. And it's society, it's the acceptance of illness, and it's the pushing of ill behaviors. Like, I mean, it just really is. Like, we need to get there. Like 400 pounds as a woman, 400 pounds as anybody, you are not 12 feet tall. You are not, I mean, you're not fucking 10 feet tall person. Like, it's fucking sadness. It really is, They want you fat and weak, so they have to rely on the medical system for help. That's it exactly. McDonald's must be desperate. I don't think so. McDonald's is while they have no, they don't give a shit about people at all. They're kind of genius because they realize that the vast majority of adults right now are basically fucking children who are already addicted to their food, and now they're going to give them a fucking toy. I mean, these are the same people that got a free that a lot of people went and got an experimental gene therapy to get a fucking donut for free. There was people getting experimental gene therapies in the parking lots of football games so they could then go into a stadium and watch a fucking football game. As if, like, they immediately get the fucking jab and it's all of a sudden effective and walked in. Like, they realize, McDonald's realizes what most free thinkers realize right now. Society is stupid as fuck. Stupid, gluttonous, lazy, fucking moronic, closed-minded, can't think for themselves, has almost no critical thinking skills, and wanting to just fucking mouth pleasure and self-pleasure themselves constantly. That's McDonald's realizes the fucking obvious, At 2:45, I was lazy. Most of these people are lazy. I'm sorry, but like, you're fucking lazy. If you don't move for an hour, if you're obese and you don't move around for an hour a day, you can move more. I mean, and I'm talking total, like a half hour dedicated towards walking, and then maybe another half an hour of housework and stuff like that. But if you literally are not ambulating for an hour a day, if you're not ambulating for an hour a day, like up on your feet, moving around, doing something, not just standing there, but actually doing something, you're lazy. If you don't like it, don't be lazy. I mean, the fuck. Are you noticing around you that is not dealing well with the power outage? There's some transplants around here, I think, that are freaking the fuck out. I mean, you see people in standing in line and stuff like that. Like, what I found amazing, and this is no shit, was it yesterday? Yesterday morning, I think it was. Was it yesterday morning? Yeah, it was yesterday morning. Yesterday morning, I went to, I got up, and the car was finally low on gas after like fucking weeks and weeks. I filled it up right before the fucking thing. So after a week, but we drove around to charge our fucking phones for like five days. But the car was finally getting low on gas, and I do have a generator at the house that I don't really use, but I wanted to get some extra gas for it just in case shit got fucking crazy in weeks and weeks, right? So I drive through Cape Coral. A gas station is taking cash for gas, and because they still don't have power to anything but the pumps, and they're running the pumps on generator, and like a line 5 blocks long. I get through, go over the bridge, the other gas station downtown Cape Coral, same way. I get through, go over the bridge, and I go over the bridge, and I drive to the closest Sam's Club. I'm a member of Sam's Club. I pull in, I wait 3 minutes, and fill my fucking tank up, and fill 2 gas cans up. Like, people are freaking out, not thinking like the day after the hurricane, Crystal and I drove across the state, drove across the state just to check things out, see how they were. We ate at a Jimmy John's. I'm fucking like, if people freaked out and panicked when they didn't, like, because they either were ill prepared, or they get fucking, or they just got fucking nervous about shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand. Like, to me, this has been like glamping. I mean, it's like camping, except like I got to stay at my house. Now, don't get me wrong. Last night I stayed at my son's house just because I was here yesterday and woke up and did stuff with you guys. But I don't know, crazy. I gave McDonald's way back when they got rid of the chicken fajita and salad shakers. I didn't even realize they did that. What are these people going to do when there isn't any food on the shelves? It's going to be an interesting question. I mean, the thing is for them, their food will stay decent. Will be the last thing they get be really inflated, because their food is the fucking ultra processed like food that's subsidized. The government wants to keep its people dependent on it because the risk of revolution decreases. Most won't bite the hand that feeds it. The government away for your benefits. Exactly. That's exactly. Let's remember that diabetes mellitus causes kidney failure, especially when you keep eating a poor diet. And then the U.S. actually gives free dialysis. So yeah, I mean it's the free. I mean, I hear you. Yeah, no, I hear you. No shit. So, everyone, sorry I'm late. I just had a job interview. Good for you. Well, if you aren't disabled, you should be able to walk for miles without huffing and puffing. I agree. But most people are lazy. The whole, people assume I'm lazy. You're 400 pounds. You're not motivated. That's for fucking sure. Yeah, I mean, you're not active. I mean, when I can visibly see you move, and like that's another thing too. Like I keep hearing this, like, you can't tell if I'm healthy by looking at me. If I can watch you move and you look like you are encumbered due to your girth, you are not healthy, Lizzo. Like, people act like, oh, she dances around and does all this, blah, blah, blah. She fucking dances around. I mean, she is, and you watch in this next couple of years, she'll slow down even more unless she starts losing weight. Adult Happy Meal equals giving up. Exactly. I thought the adult Happy Meal was the supersize. Well, now they're giving a toy for people because adults need toys. Fucking losers. Do you have a garden? Not at this house. We don't, actually. But we go to a farmer's market. I will, though. So soon. We live in like a suburb right now. You can't really have a big garden, and we don't have a backyard for it. Our backyard's mostly pool. Let's see. Buddies, dumb moves are always less healthy no matter what. I absolutely 100%. When you were obese, did you have a hard time with clothes? I absolutely did. I wore a 3XL t-shirt. I wear a large now. Large or extra large. Extra large is this. I believe this is an extra large just to be comfy. Large is when I kind of want it to be more form fitting. But I just have massive shoulders too. I honestly have harder time buying pants now than when I did before, because now my waist is pretty small. I like my waist is like 28, 29. And that's waist. That's not my pant size. My pant size is like 30, 32. But my ass and thighs have a hard time fitting in 30, 32 pants. So I normally get 30 or 30. So I normally get 32, 34 and then just wear a belt. And then jackets were always a pain in the fucking ass too. Always a pain in the fucking ass. Let's see. I got my 1,000 calorie 1,000 calorie burn ice skating in today. Hope to have more tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday. Good for you. Good for you. That's a lot of activity. A lot. Office job here. I sit all day, but I walk before work, lunch, and after work. Good for you. Good for you. Yep, my coworker legit complains about her hip because we sit all day for work. It's why we go at lunch for daily minute walk. I'm telling you, like people don't. It's amazing how people just don't want to see it. You know. I want to replace my current pre-workout with Ember. I like taking a half tab of Ember and like two to four mental joules. It's amazing. So, or you could go to Kinetic. Kinetic is mental joules with stimulant in it, but I like having the African mango, and I'm already taking the Ember, so I'm going to take one or the other. I'm not going to take both. You know, I'm lazy as fuck. It's why I have to be strict with my food intake. And Tiffany, I just got to say, if you do not ambulate for at least a half hour to an hour a day, you should really try to get in the habit of doing that, because it's better for your joints, it's better for your heart, it's better for your immune system, those sorts of things. Okay. Oops. Wow. Woo. So listen, I'm scrolling all the way to the bottom, all the way to my new comments. If you ask something, let me know, like re-ask it, okay? If I didn't answer it, if you have a question for me. With all the trees down, too bad about avocados. We had a pool, but room enough for 2 fruit trees. Somebody actually brought us some Florida avocados. They're like that fucking big. So our mango tree took a hit. So. Who would have ever thought it would be difficult to buy clothes when you are healthy? My wife has always had trouble finding clothes. Like, that's the thing. Like, these people complain like about plus size clothing wear. Fuck off. My wife has had so fucking much trouble buying clothes. It's crazy. I did a lot of containers before I had my own yard. It's now common to see fast food joints and obesity in families' homes, countries, and Honduras. That's fucking woo. It's spreading. That's exactly it. If you don't use it, you lose it, for real. Casey, how you doing? Sabrina, how are you? I'm pretty lazy. I do make sure I get up and get at least walking every day with workout every other day. See, that's pretty good, Sabrina. That's pretty good. And then you can add on to it to stay in the habit of doing it. I'm telling you. I get that. Crystal looks petite. She does. Does she have to go to the kids section? A lot of petite women. She does sometimes have to go to the kids section. So obesity is literally the worst failure. It's like saying I have no control over necessity, which is scary, because if you can easily be goaded into that, I mean, it's privilege. Like, it's fucking privilege. Like, people need to accept that. Like, obesity is a sign of privilege. To then complain that you are mistreated. Like, one of the videos I want to make today is like, I'm so sick of hearing about fat phobia in the healthcare industry. As a newsflash, fat people, the healthcare industry, like, you're talking about how you don't get treated well in the healthcare industry. Nobody gets treated well in the healthcare industry. The fucking healthcare industry, medical error, is responsible for 250 to 440,000 deaths a year. Medical error in America. And you're fucking shocked that you think you get treated poorly. Everybody gets treated poorly. it kills anywhere from fucking, what is that? Like 620 to fucking, 1,000, well over like 1,200 or 1,200 people a fucking day die from medical error in America. It's vastly more deadly than the fucking vid. Vastly. We don't talk about it though. Obesity kills more people than the vid too. It fucking has. Over the course of the time, more people have died from obesity, according to statistics, than from the vid. The fuck? I mean, these people fucking pretend like being obese is somehow not bad for you. It's like, why are we? We should not. I should not be shocked that we have an adult Happy Meal when this type of bullshit is fucking. I mean, the adult Happy Meal plays directly to the fat acceptance community. A bunch of fucking immature, childish people not wanting to accept the fact that they fucking glutton themselves to a state of fucking ill health and societal burden, that they are so infantized. They're so like immature that they need to be told they're awesome at any given time and given toys to fucking make them smile and shit like that. Fucking pathetic, weak ass pieces of shit. How do you feel about somebody who's fallen off the wagon? Someone who's fallen off the wagon? I'm struggling with sweets again. What do you recommend? I recommend that you've already taken a very good step in recognizing that that you're having trouble with sweets. I suggest you would start treating sweets like you would treat alcoholism, because you literally just use the same terminology and jargon. And if it's that serious of a thing where it's negatively, if you are ingesting a substance that is negatively affecting your health, and you keep going back to ingesting it, you should look at it as an addiction. And I would argue, I would love to hear an argument against that. That a person knows that an item is negatively affecting their health, and they try to consume more and more and more of it, even while they know it's negatively affecting their health, because they can't get away from it. And every time they try to get away from it, they literally fall back into using it. I would honestly suggest that you view it like you have an addiction to it, because you do, frankly. In my opinion, of course, you do. You can get a consultation down in the description box below. We're not just going to have people just go straight into coaching anymore, because our slots are pretty full. So a consultation will come first. We'll talk about whether you would be a good fit for our coaching program. And after that, at the end of that, we would decide whether you would be, want to go for coaching. And then we'll take the cost of the consultation off of your first month of coaching. So I could possibly help you out with that. My recommendation is that you get a consultation so we can discuss it at further length and set up some parameters for you to try to help live with your addiction to sugar, because it sounds to me like you have an addiction to sugar. Like I said, if you are ingesting a substance that has no nutritional value, it provides energy. That's it. It has no nutritional value. Refined sugar, even refined flour, is just energy. It has we've stripped all the nutrients away from it, so it's just energy. And you do not need carbohydrates. Like amino acids and fatty acids are essential. Carbohydrates are not. So you are basically addicted to something that is not essential to your existence. So, and while I know it's very hard to stay away from in society, I often argue that sugar addiction is the most dangerous and hardest addiction to fucking deal with, because it is everywhere and in everything. But I suggest you start treating it that way and start taking it extremely seriously, because if you're worried about falling off the wagon now and you don't get it corrected, it's going to be the thing that kills you. So I hope that helped. How often do you fast? I technically fast every day. I really only eat between when I'm on schedule, when we have power and shit like that. I really only eat between 2 o'clock and 6 o'clock every day. 2 o'clock, maybe even 7 sometimes. And it's normally a large protein, healthy fat meal with some veggies maybe, and then maybe something later to appease my so I don't feel too restricted, like a sweet potato or even a Planta protein pudding or an MTS protein pudding or something like that. But I technically fast just about every day. To me, it's just a lifestyle. I don't it will be different. Like Crystal and I might be changing some stuff up here, and it'll be different if I start getting a lot more activity, which I'm really hoping I get. If I start getting a lot more activity, I might have to switch that up a little bit just to make sure I meet my nutritional needs. I'm not hungry like that. The beautiful part for me is like between Ember and No Morbidity, which by the way, still go buy some No Morbidity. Between Ember, No Morbidity, and then Product 2, I don't have physical hunger. Like, I mean, I don't, not only do I not have physical hunger, but I don't have cravings. Like, I don't get sugar cravings. Now, don't get me wrong. If I see something and I'm like, oh, I wish I could have that because I might miss the flavor, but I don't get like that blood sugar craving anymore at all. And sweeter items, like even my sweeter treat at night, like when I eat a Planta pudding or something like that, I don't have the glycemic response from that like I used to either. Like Product 2 is amazing. We're gonna change the world. Like I fucking, all the haters can fucking come and say what they want. We're gonna fucking change the world. We are coming up with viable assistance tools to help people gain control of their lifestyle, so that they can gain control of their lives, so that they can escape the fucking slavery of the healthcare industry. We're changing the fucking world. We have a world to save. We're fucking doing it. But how long do I fast? I mean, the only reason why I don't go, like, I get reminded to eat either by Crystal or when my hands start shaking. It's later on in the day, and that's the truth. So I don't get physical like stomach hunger. And as long as my stress is managed, I'm getting good sleep, I'm getting really good hydration. I feel no fucking, I have not binged in over a year and a half. And I'll never call myself cured. But as long as I know that I have built up a happy, sustainable, healthy lifestyle for myself that I really like doing. I don't feel restricted at all. I can't be happier. Like, I mean, not only am I happy about giving these products to other people, but between the Hunger Management Method, which book coming soon, Beyond Willpower, the Hunger Management Method coming very, very, very soon. I'm finishing up that. As soon as I get power back, I'm finishing that motherfucker up. I'm getting it out to you motherfuckers. And it will also come with a month of the app and everything like that right on in. And for people that are already on the app, there'll be an add-on thing if you're already in there, but Beyond Willpower, the Hunger Management Method, which will be our steps and tools for the Hunger Management Method. Then also my case study in my own words, like me just spewing out like I did in the first book. And then a discussion about the supplements that we have coming up and everything like that at the very end. I fucking can't wait. But I've built up a very sustainable lifestyle for myself, so I haven't binged in like a year and a half. And I do fast as a lifestyle, pretty much. So anyway, and this is the last question because I do have some consultations I got to get to. So let me scroll down, and who's the lucky person? Lucky person. Some cold showers, but I love the cold showers I've been taking. To be honest, I fucking love it. This, I don't know where I got it. I don't know. Like Crystal picks me up shirts. Says I'd look good in it, so I wear it. I know you don't track your calories, but if you had an estimate, how many calories do you think you eat per day? I probably eat right between 2,000 and 2,500 right now. With a decent amount of working at, about 45 minutes to an hour of workout in, and I weigh between 180 and 190 pounds, somewhere in there. That'll probably increase a little bit the more active I get here within the next like 6 months to a year, just because we're planning on definitely some increased activity. We're like I said, we're making some changes. And I'll have a video out about that very soon. But one of them is like Crystal and I are going for an hour walk almost every day. No phones, just us holding hands, talking. So that's an hour of walking added on to my daily activity period every day. That's I don't want to get too lean. Like I know it sounds weird, and I'm going to leave it on this. I used to be into this for the fitness bullshit, like the fitness stuff. Like now it's about health. So therefore, do I want to keep a good physique? Absolutely, because I'm a dude, and I want my wife to think I'm sexy, and I want to feel strong and powerful, and I like how I look. But at the same time, I don't want to be too lean for multiple reasons. And I'll be honest with you, one of them is business, because super, super, super shredded is not what I want to portray to my audience. My audience, I want to portray health to you guys. So the same thing, I don't want to get super, super big ever again because I didn't like it. But anyway, guys, I do need to run. I have clients. I hope all of you have a great fucking day. I might be live a little later on the day too. I don't know, depending on all sorts of shit. But I'll definitely be live at some point in time tomorrow. God damn.